Hello there, guys. I am your host, Bobby L, and I'm back here with another video for you guys to enjoy. So, for those of you who have been following my world building project, this map is very, very familiar to you. It is a bird's eye view of the world of Lineaos, showing its two continents, its inland sea, its vast world ocean, and surrounded by a large rim of mountains. However, this is only a bird's eye view of the world. What does the world look like from a more cross-sectional view, as if we were to slice into it like cake? So this, my friends, is the cross-sectional view of the same world, Lineaos. However, it appears that the world is a lot more complicated and more complex than you could have imagined. There are things that were hidden in the bird's eye view map that are now present within this cross-sectional view. For example, we see the same structures like the mountains and the continents, but we actually get to see beneath the waves of the Constellasic and the Denarian Seaway. We see that the continents are supported on massive rocky pillars, and the mountains too are supported by a structure known as the Gavathian Wall, which in turn is connected to the sea floor. So this is the abyssal sea floor. And looking at the surface from this perspective, the world is basically one giant rocky bowl. You can really see the shape of a bowl even. Like the oceans are the broth, the continents and islands are the contents like your veggies and noodles and meat. The sea floor is, of course, the base, and the mountains are the rim of the bowl. Like if we go back, you can really see this. See, the mountains are like the rim of a large bowl, and within it are all of its contents. But something else is also present. We can also see that Lineaos, of course, has an atmosphere, and there are 4 distinct layers to this atmosphere. And in today's video, we're going to go over the overall atmospheric layers and the cosmological layout of this world. We're going to review each layer of the atmosphere one by one and examine its properties and characteristics. So without further ado, let's explore the atmosphere now. First, we start off in the first layer, and that is Cheilousia, aka the firmament and inner cosmos. This is pretty much the biggest layer of the Linnean atmosphere, and the only one that is visible from the surface with the naked eye. The 3 upper layers cannot be seen from the surface, only Cheilousia. Cheilousia is akin to the skies of Earth. Here is where you'll find your clouds and where all the weather phenomenon happen. However, there are some minor and major differences. For instance, unlike the skies of Earth, which are a sky blue color, Kylusia's skies are that of a cornflower blue. But hiding amongst the clouds, or even going beyond the clouds and mist, are structures that seem more space-like rather than sky. For in Kylusia, one can observe the stars, cosmic dust, meteors, and comets, as well as the constellations, which, by the way, the stars within the firmament of Kylusia are fixed. This means that they do not move, unlike the stars in our universe, which do move on a very slow basis. Along with the clouds in Kylusia, you can obviously see that there are these circular-shaped structures ladened throughout the sky. Within Kylusia are many celestial bodies, and these spherical bodies are known as planetae. Pictured here are the major celestial spheres, or planetae, within the skies. These major celestial bodies orbit around the sky, and as they perform their celestial ballet, they bring light and darkness to the surface below. Basically, they differentiate day and night. The inner cosmos also contains a variety of other celestial bodies, including dwarf spheres and other bizarre celestial oddities and structures, as seen here. I have videos going over all of these structures, so if you're interested, please visit my channel and check them out. As you can tell, the skies of Kylusia have a perfect nickname, the inner cosmos and the firmament, which is quite suiting, because it's like a sky with its own miniature solar system. Very, very different than the skies of Earth. But now we must descend to the realm of Kalygos, the second and even the thinnest layer of the atmosphere. It is known as the vapor canopy. Here, it is a realm that is wet, moist, and cool, and full of mist and fog. Despite its very thin rain here, its very thin layer, it's actually very profound and plays a very crucial role within the air quality and climate of the world, both in the past and in the present. For you see, Kalygos' vapory atmosphere and moist air makes the air of Kylusia moist and cool and easy to breathe. Without Kalygos, Kylusia would have dry air and it would be very painful and hard to breathe. So Kalygos is not as insignificant as you may think. In fact, in the past, Kalygos' layer actually extended further downward than it is shown here in the present day. And this had implications for climate. Back in the past, due to Kalygos being larger, the climate of Lineaos would have been more humid, moist, and hot, similar to a greenhouse world. Think of the time periods like the Cretaceous and the Eocene, two of the hottest times within Earth's history, for an example. But it didn't just affect the climate down on the surface. It also impacted the lifespans and the sizes of various living organisms that live in this world. So don't judge Caligos for being very thin. Caligos is very important to the history of the world. Now we move further upward, and we enter very, very dangerous waters, or I should say air. We enter the realm of Catagia, which has the nickname the Storm Canopy. And I gotta say, it's quite fitting. Here, it is a place of fierce winds, rain, hail, bitter cold, and perpetual cyclones. This is a place you do not want to be, trust me. This part of the air is where lightning never stops striking. Winds howl and roar like banshees, and whirlwinds constantly spin. It is here where storms never seem to cease or run out of energy. The winds are so fast in Catagia and so ferocious that they can rip apart any vehicle or living thing to pieces within just seconds. The cyclones and whirlwinds and hurricanes within Catagia are nothing comparable to those on Earth. Its storm systems are more akin to those of Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system, as seen in these artist renditions of Jupiter's various swirling winds and cyclones and storms. Catagia's cold is more akin to that of the planet Neptune or Uranus. So this place is not a place you would want to be flying in, because you wouldn't survive. It is the deadliest part of Lineaos' interesting and complex atmosphere. But now, leaving this dangerous realm, we enter into a realm of darkness and unknown. And that is Astraea, with the nickname the Outer Cosmos or the Abyss. The Outer Cosmos is a place that is full of uncertainty and mystery. It is a realm of darkness and shadows, similar to the deep dark abyss of space or Earth's oceans. But within this vast sea of dark, it is believed that there are stars and also celestial spheres like those in Cosmology. So, even though it is a shadowy realm where there is darkness, there is always light. They shine and twinkle within this sea of shadows. But who knows what's out there? Anything is possible. But there you have it, my friends. The cosmology and atmosphere of Lineaos. As you can tell, this world is more complicated than what you could have thought. The surface is like one big stone bowl, and its atmosphere is very diverse. From the inner cosmos and stars of the firmament to the fierce cyclones and winds of Catagia, it is truly a magnificent world. It is truly awe-inspiring and mysterious. This is a remake of a much older video that I posted when I first started this channel. I felt like this remake is very appropriate because as I've developed this project, more ideas and concepts have come up, and lore has been revised and updated. And I feel like this rendition of the cosmology and atmosphere is much more colorful than my older video. So I hope you all enjoyed this remake. And those of you who are new, please visit my website in the description below. And if you liked my content and enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. I hope you all enjoyed, and have a nice day, and stay safe and well. Stay tuned for more content relating to my world building project. Bye!